Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Lily Reads. Okay, in today's video, we are going to do something called Change the Rating, where in this video, I am going to go through the books that I read this year, and I am going to tell you if I agree with the rating that I gave them. I rate my books immediately after reading, but sometimes when I get to the end of the month and I'm doing my end of the month wrap up, I will see what I gave this book, I will remember, and I'm like, I don't really agree with this rating anymore because I've had time to think on it. Sometimes that means good things. That means I think it's better than what I initially thought. Sometimes I think that it's worse. So I am going to go through here and I am going to change the rating on some of the books that I read this year. So we are going to pull up my Goodreads and we are going to look at some of the books that I read and what their ratings are, and do I agree with what I gave them. We won't go through everything, but stuff that I think I should change. So off the top, we have books like Faker, Like a Sister, and High. I am already going to run through and give Faker, I gave it 2 stars. I'm going to move it down to 1 based off of what I gave 1 stars to this year. I think this book is 100% a 1-star read for me. I can't think of a single positive thing to say about it in the here and now. Therefore, it's 100% a 1-star read. I'm thinking of the 2 stars I gave, and this book is not as good as some of the 2 stars that I gave it. Let's move on. Sex and Vanity. Sex and Vanity should be a 1-star read. I gave it 2, but I think I should give it 1 star. Like, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. There was nothing redeemable about it. It's a 1-star read. I'm going to keep going. A book that the rating is actually going to go up a little. The Lifeguards, I gave 1 star. I think I should give it 2. I think I should give it 2. I think I was hard on it because of how I read it. I read it in traffic. I was sitting in traffic for 3 hours. Someone died in traffic. It was just a very gory day. And gloomy more so. And I gave it 1 star, but I think it's still one of the worst books I read this year, but I think it should be 2 stars. I think it should be 2. I don't think it's just the most terrible. It probably will be in my worst books of the year, but I'm not passionately, like, I don't think it's like passionately terrible. I'm not passionate about how terrible I think it is. So we will continue. Such a Quiet Place by Miranda Megan, I think should get 2 stars. I don't really need to explain that. I think it should get 2 stars. I do. I'm moving it down to 2 stars. I just, that's just my opinions. So Happy For You, I gave 4 stars, and I'm gonna be honest. I gave it 4 stars because a lot of people who I watch on BookTube gave it 5 stars. I think this is a 3-star book. I think I wanted to give it 4. I wanted to like it more than I did. I think it's a 3-star book. It's fine. I paid too much money for it, but I think it's that. Body and Soul Food should be a 2-star read. It should be a 2-star read. I gave it 3 because I wanted to be nice, but it's a 2-star read. It's a 2-star read. We can move on. Arsenic and Adobo is a 3-star read. I gave it 4, but it's 3 stars. It's a 3-star read on set. Like, now that when I'm thinking about it, it's just a 3-star read. I gave it entirely too much. The Final Girl Support Group is a 1-star read. I gave it 2. It should be at 1. It should be at 1. I can't believe it won the Goodreads horror category last year. It should be a 1-star read. The Boyfriend Project should be 4 stars. I look back on this book with so many fond memories. I think I just gave it 3 stars because I didn't hear a lot of people talk about it. But in my own taste, I think it's a 4-star book. I really do. Only on the Weekends by Dean Atta should be 2 stars. It should be 2 stars. I stand on it. It should be 2 stars. I'm going to continue to move on. Shipped by Angie Hockman should get 2 stars. It should get 2 stars. I don't think it's a 3-star book. For what I think a 3-star book is, actually, let's go through and go to my profile page of what I put in my bio as what my rating scale is. This is my rating scale. I said a 5-star book is a perfect book. I enjoyed the entire ride. Like, it was perfect. I enjoyed the entire ride. It was compelling. I was in it the entire time. A 4-star book, I fully respect this book. I believe it achieved what it was trying to accomplish. It set out on a thesis. It achieved that thesis. And I think this is a well-written book that I fully respect. A 3-star book is cute. Perfectly fine. Probably will forget I read it, but it's not offensive to me. It doesn't do anything that just like grind my gears. Like, it's just like, you're just not memorable. I just think that you did not set out for what you were trying to accomplish, but it's just like everything can't be a hit. 2, I think you're a bad book. I think this is a bad book. I think this book could have been done better in so many ways. You're not a good book. And 1, I think this book should be burned. I think this book should be burned. And that's why I'm changing some of my 1 stars to 2 here, because I don't think you should be burned, you know? I think a 1-star book should be burned. Like, I don't think you do what you're trying to do. Anyways, I'm moving Shipped to 2. I think Shipped is a bad book. We have Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I don't think should be here. Didn't I read Window Shopping? Window Shopping just shouldn't be here. I didn't read Window Shopping in 2022. So let's move on. I don't think that should be here. I'm sticking to everything I'm saying with all of these. A Fall Love Story. A Fall Love Story I read at the beginning of the year. I didn't get it, but I'm moving it to 3 stars because I still don't get it. It's still not for me. I didn't know when I read this book I would move into my young adult era that I'm in right now, but it didn't work for me. It did not work for me, but I am moving it up to 3 stars. I think it's just a perfectly fine book. Wahala at 3 stars, I agree with. How to Be Eaten, I agree with. You Made a Fool of Death. Convenience Store Woman. My Year of Rest and Relaxation. If we say a 1 star is I think this book should be burned, I'm keeping it there. I'm keeping it there. I don't like My Year of Rest and Relaxation. I don't. Let's move on. You want to know, yeah, I'm keeping that there too. I'm keeping that there too. Like, I'm sorry. Some of these books, you want to know the book that I am changing? The Wife Upstairs. The Wife Upstairs is generic. Did I read it for a video? I don't think I read it for you guys, but it's generic. It's like not shaking the table, but my reading experience of that book was so good. I was in it the entire time. I am moving that book up to 4 stars. This whole video is kind of because of The Wife Upstairs. Every time I look at The Wife Upstairs, so many people said they didn't like that book, and I was listening. I had those people in my ear. I enjoyed the fuck out of that book. Yes, it was generic. No, it's not doing anything you haven't seen before, but my experience of that book was so good. I'm giving it that. We're going to keep The Therapist. The Atlas 6, what did I give that? Yeah, that's just staying at 3. Let's move on. Let's move on to my 4th page of books this year. The 22 Murders of Madison May. I kind of want to move to 3 stars, but I'm going to keep it here. Call Baby. I have thought about Call Baby long and hard, and when I was making my list of my favorite books of the year, I did not want to put Call Baby in my favorite books of the year. I said in my video it was a 4.5 leaning 5. I think it's a 4.5 leaning 4. So I am going to move it to a 4-star book because it's not in my favorite books of the year. Apples Never Fall, I still love. We're going to keep going. How to Fail at Flirting, I put at 4 stars. I'm going to move it to a 3. That's how I feel about that book in the here and now. The Summer I Turned Pretty is a 1. Pretty. I put it at 2. I think it's a 1-star book. I think it should be burned. Final Girls. I put Final Girls at 4 stars. Do I want to keep it there? I do. I do. The Wife Between Us is staying at 5. Y'all can be mad about it. I'm keeping everything here. Everything here I still fully agree with. Zyla and you want to know what's going to get moved to a 4-star read? The Beautiful Ones, because this book is so forgettable to me. I have not thought about a 5-star book. I think about you. I have deep feelings for you. I take my 5-star review books, like 5-star books I give 5 stars, I take so seriously. Monty over at Monty Price BookTube did a whole video on my 5-star reads, and it hurt my feelings when he didn't like some of the books that I gave 5 stars, because I take my 5 stars so seriously. Like, not hurt my feelings like a bad way. Everyone has their own opinions, but like, he didn't like charming as a verb, and that just like, no! It's one of my favorite books of the year. I stand on that shit. Like, Call Baby is the only 5-star that I'm changing. Everything else I stand on fully as 5 stars, but I still just moved it down to a 4.5. Like, it was already a 4.5 read, right? But The Beautiful Ones I gave 5 stars, and like, it doesn't evoke something amazing in me. We'll move on. Anything else I want to change? Behind Closed Doors. Behind Closed Doors, I gave 3 stars because I didn't love the ending, but it's 100% a 4-star read for me. It's 100% a 4-star read for me. I'm changing it to 4. The Mysterious Affair at Styles, I didn't rate. I'm giving it 4 stars. Instructions for Dancing, I am moving to 5 stars. Instructions for Dancing is getting moved up to 5 stars for me. Finley Donovan Knocks 'Em Dead, I am moving to a 1-star read. I think it's a bad book. The more that I think about it, the more I don't want to finish the Finley Donovan series. I'm giving it 1 star. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm fine with everything else here. I think if more people who read like over 100 books or close to 100 books a year went back and changed some of their ratings, we would all have a lot of ratings that we would change. So this seems weird, but it's not. Malibu Rising, I'm keeping at 4. Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. I want to move to 4. I'm going to move it to a 4. I still love it. But Joya Goffney put out Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl, and that's a 5-star read. And I don't like Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry as much as I like Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl. Razorblade Tears, I gave 4 stars, and I'm gonna stand on it because at the time I thought it was 4, and nothing has changed my mind on my enjoyment of that book. Sorry. Notes on an Execution, I kind of want to move it down to 3. I just rated this book. I'm going to keep it at 4. Memphis. Why do I want to move Memphis down to a 4? And I'm going to. I think Memphis is a 4-star book. Because right here on my list, you have Memphis and Sorrow and Bliss. And Sorrow and Bliss is just one of my favorite books of the year. One of my favorite books of all time. I adore that shit. The Vanishing Half is staying at 3. Murder on the Orient Express is staying at 5. With the Fire on High staying at 5. Addie LaRue staying at 4. Ophelia staying at 4. Book Lover staying at 3. Monday's Not Coming staying at 5. Clap When You Land. I said I wasn't going to change any more of my ratings that was in Monty's video. And I don't want to change Clap, because Clap Where You Land is such an important book to me. And I understood, especially reading the author's notes and why it got made. It's 4.5, so I'm still keeping it at 5. I stand on it. I'm standing on it. What else? We have Grown. I gave a 5. Am I keeping Grown at a 5? I am. Carrie Soto is back. I'm keeping at a 4. And then There Were None stays at a 4. The Weight of Blood, The Traveling Crap, The Black Family. Everything is staying. Everything. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I want to give this book a 2. If y'all can let me be honest, I want to move the 7. That might be our biggest jump. I am moving The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo down to a 2-star. I don't like the book. I actually reread the book on audio, and I disliked it. I'm moving it 2 stars. I'm sorry. And that's it, I think. I think that's me changing my rating. So some books where the rating changed. Evelyn Hugo changed. What else did we change? I feel good about this. This is more of a, first of all, I'm happy it wasn't a lot. I thought I was going to have to change the ratings to a lot. But we changed, Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, we changed. Memphis, we changed. Like, we had to change some stuff. And, like, some of the, because I just think, I don't know, I want to change some stuff. The Somebody Turned Pretty, we changed. The Beautiful One. Nothing was a huge jump except Evelyn Hugo, which I'm okay with that. Even the 5 stars that I changed to 4, they were already at a 4.5. Instructions to Dancing, I moved up to a 5, so that's good. Finley Donovan, I moved down to a 1, the second Finley Donovan, and I stand on that. I stand on it. I think that was just a blunder. The 22 Murders of Madison May, I'm going to be honest, I'm moving that down to a 3. I'm moving that down to a 3. Call Baby, I kind of want to move back up to a 5. I kind of want to move Call Baby back up to a 5. I want to... The ending of Call Baby is not my favorite thing in the world. That's why it gets... Yeah, I'm going to keep it at a 4. But that's it. That's the end of this video. Let me stop my screen recording. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.